look at NRG Stadium, opened in 2002 here in Houston. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're off and running from Houston. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first two seasons, and that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston, and now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
First play, Stroud's going to pass. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Cameron Bynum there defensively.
From the gun, Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Catch made by Woody Marks. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Just past midfield.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Stroud off of play action. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's Stroud again. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. The motion at tight end left. Here's Chubb on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Texans 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Running the toss here to Marks. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. In that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Colts nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. And at the helm for him, the rookie 6th-round pick out of Notre Dame. Here's Riley Leonard.
What an extraordinary story it was for Riley in college football to go from Duke to Notre Dame, all the way to the college football title game. And really his legs were such a big part of that, Kate. 17 rushing touchdowns for the Irish a season ago, and that should translate right away to the NFL.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Leonard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Stroud to throw on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done in the playoffs.
And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Marks gets it. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Stroud from the pistol. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Colts, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun, it's Leonard. He tucks it and takes off. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Taylor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start this drive with Marks. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. It's Marks on the handoff. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. No gain on that play, and this is how we'll end the 1st quarter. 1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Our score, 14-0. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at third and still 10 here. Here he goes, third and long. Right side cut by Higgins. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Leonard. Down the field, he's got Pierce. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's a good-looking play by the Notre Dame rookie. Gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, 2nd and long. Option give to Taylor. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 32. From the gun, it's Leonard. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or a big tight end's a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Drawing up the design keeper. Running in the red zone. A gain of 15 there. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
All right, a couple of yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Leonard to throw. Looking for an open man. Open way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw, Leonard. Throws caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Groupie sends it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They go again with Taylor. Breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Zone read, handoff to Taylor. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Leonard. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the red zone now. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Colts making a one-score game before halftime.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. But he showed you right there when there's not, well, this kid can run.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts cut the lead down to 4.
14, Colts 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Has him on a quick hitter. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's a handout to Marks. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. He finds Stover. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Now here he goes. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Groupie sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our 2nd half gets underway. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this 2nd half. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Leonard. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down from the 42. Here's Taylor from the pistol. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes second and 2. Taylor now up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Out of the gun, it's Leonard. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Wide open, downfield, got it! Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take the lead right away in half number 2. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts push their lead to 3.
20, Texans 17.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Noel to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out now come the Texans on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Kirk comes in motion right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Throwing is Stroud. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll be first down, Houston.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Up the middle, it's Marks. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now we give to Marks. A 2nd down run, good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Stroud now on 3rd. This is complete to Schultz. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down, defense.
The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Colts and receiver Michael Pittman Jr. out and ready for their next series. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Looking to throw, Leonard. That one finds Josh Downs. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. On the sneak, here's Leonard. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 28-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Leonard setting up to throw. The Texans closing in, and they get to him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
The Colts are ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. They go play action with Stroud. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds his back, marks. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Running the toss here to Marks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Running this with Marks. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Marks gets it. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. The Colts are ready to take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Leonard. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
He'll step up, and there he goes. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 11. And the Colts, first down.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our 4th quarter. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Left side into the hands of Warren. And they make the tackle at the 38. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
On play action now, Leonard. Absolutely fires this one right side. On it, and he nearly picked it, so couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Looking to throw again on second down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Taylor trying the left side. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Now Leonard's going to take off with it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 6.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Here's a design run. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's a loss
QB
of 2.
runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Now bringing tight end in motion right. Leonard now off the play action. This one's caught. And that will not be enough for a first down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. And he's got a free play here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 3rd down.
Following that flag against the defense, 2 yards to the marker now on 3rd down. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 20.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. From the gun, Stroud. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Now throw, 3rd and long. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've got first down here from the 36. On play action, here's Stroud. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Shotgun now for Stroud. Cut by Collins on the slant. And he's gonna bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Back to throw it! Travis hit, the ball is out! Oh, the Colts got to it first! And he stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Colts offense set to head out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. New set of downs for him from the 31. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down Colts.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. And he's brought down at the line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Leonard. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They're going Taylor. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Colts go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts double their lead to 14.
34, Texans 20.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. And after the play, one of the Colts is still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Here's Stroud, completed to his running back. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing again, it's Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Colts in the nickel set on 3rd. Here he is to throw. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was defended by Kenny Moore.
To the air, Stroud. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40, 3rd down.
Complete to number 13.
Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here we go, third and less than a yard. To throw. This connects with Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
That's another Texans.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, Stroud trying to push deep downfield. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. So win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play.
Touchdown, Texans.
So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball lines up as a touchdown.
Point after, often good by Fairbairn. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
34. Texans 27.
A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Design quarterback run here. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.